The checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
The world-famous hotel management company Rotana, operating in 46 cities across 24 countries, has officially entered the Georgian market. In partnership with Pontus, the group is developing Pontus Rotana Resort and Spa Gonio, the country's first fully managed 5-star hotel. Construction began in September 2023 and is expected to be completed by 2027. The seaside resort near Batumi will feature 546 rooms along with luxury amenities, including multiple pools, restaurants, bars, a spa and wellness center, conference halls, a panoramic terrace and casino, and a private beach. Speaking on BMG TV's Business Week, Parhan Shubayalat, Rotana's corporate development director, highlighted Georgia's rapidly growing tourist sector. He noted that 2024 marked a record year with over 7 million visitors, boosted by arrivals from India, China, and Middle East. Shubayalat described the Gonio project as unique, emphasizing its exceptional location close to both the airport and Batumi city, framed by sea and mountains. He added that Rotana is also monitoring opportunities for further projects in Georgia. Investors expressed strong confidence in both the project and Georgia's future. Co-investor and Rotana Cluster General Manager Eric Gulliot shared similar sentiments, pointing to his family ties to Georgia and property ownership in Tbilisi, calling Batumi a dynamic and modern market with great potential. He praised Rotana's transparent and investor-friendly approach. "I have worked with Rotana for a decade in many countries, and when the chance came to invest in Georgia, the decision was easy. Georgia feels like my second home," he said. With the Gonio Resort, Rotana strengthens its footprint in Eastern Europe and positions Batumi as a rising hub for high-end international tourism. Georgia's healthcare system stands out as one of the best globally, according to Pata Kurtanidze, founder of leading pharmaceutical and healthcare company Aversi. Speaking on BMG TV's Healthcare Standard, Kurtanidze highlighted two key factors driving this success: broad state funding coverage and freedom of choice for patients. Georgia has one of the best healthcare systems. I have been to more than 90 countries worldwide, and wherever I go, I always ask about their healthcare system. Ours is exceptional because first, we have one of the highest percentage of state funding coverage, and the second, our citizens enjoy freedom of choice, Kurtanidze explained. He emphasized that unlike in many countries, the Georgian government does not dictate which clinic patients must use when seeking state-financed medical care. Citizens are absolutely free to choose, which creates strong competition between clinics. With these two factors, high coverage and freedom of choice puts Georgia among the best in the worldwide, he said. Kurtanidze also underscored the critical role of competition in driving progress across both healthcare and the pharmaceutical sectors. Aversi has existed for more than 30 years, but if we did not have strong competitors, we would not be at this level today. Competition gives everyone motivation and ensures development. If Aversi were left alone in just a few years, we could collapse. Competition is necessary. That's why the quality of healthcare and pharmacy chain in Georgia is so high, he noted. Founded in 1994, Aversi has grown into one of the leading healthcare and pharmaceutical companies in Georgia, with a diverse portfolio spanning pharmacies, clinics, manufacturing, insurance, and charity. The company operates one of the largest pharmacy chains in the country, with 128 pharmacies in Tbilisi and 167 across the regions. Aversi is recognized for offering high-quality medications at affordable prices, supported by qualified pharmaceutical staff. Demand in Georgia's residential real estate market remains stable, with several development companies reporting increased sales in 2025. According to Apex Development, the company recorded over 12 growth in transactions between January and August compared to the same period last year. Speaking to BMG, David Kandelaki, Financial Director of Apex Development, noted that while the year began with slower activity, the market picked up high pace from March. 2025 started off relatively poorly at first, as sales in January and February were lower compared last year. However, the situation gradually stabilized from March. We did not expect August to show such high numbers. Overall, in the first 8 months of the year, we achieved an increase of about 12%, Kandelaki explained. He also pointed out that part of this growth reflects the low base effect as sales and dropped in the same period of 2024 due to the economic instability. Although demand is quite stable, we anticipate further growth by the end of the year, he added. The company expects the trend of stable demand and gradual sales growth to continue in the coming months, with residential real estate remaining a strong segment of the Georgian property market. Gold prices on international markets continues to surge, recording an annual increase of 44%, with the price per ounce now exceeding $3,500. Touristik Samkharadze, CEO of Zarapkhana, told Business Morning that the upward trend is expected to continue globally, driven by strong demand and ongoing geopolitical uncertainties. There are no indications that price will decrease on gold in the short term. It's likely that the price will continue to rise, possibly setting new records, Samkharadze said. He noted that pure gold, the company's primary raw material, currently costs 305 lari per gram and could reach 309 lari in the coming days. The rise in gold price has already impacted product costs, with a 13% increase recorded this year. Despite this, Zarapkhana does not plan to adjust prices further until the end of 2025. Samkharadze also highlighted the company's positive sales outlook. We expect to close 2025 with approximately 13% annual growth. August alone saw an 11% increase compared to the last year, he added. Salome Beraya, director of PEGAS Touristik Georgia, stated that tourist prices are not expected to decline despite some fluctuations observed during the summer season. She made the remark on the BMG TV's program Women's Narrative. According to Beraya, the temporary price decrease, particularly for trips to Turkey, were not driven by market trends, but rather by incorrect planning by certain tour operators who overbooked more places than they could sell. When places are not filled, prices are artificially reduced, but this does not reflect the real state of the market, she explained. Beraya noted that PEGAS Touristik did not experience such issue and maintained pricing. She emphasized that significant price fluctuations are not expected going forward. The price adjustment was independent of us and does not reflect changes in market demand and supply. Therefore, we don't expect a decrease in prices, Beraya concluded. Georgian startup Wine Diamond is preparing to export its unique Georgian-themed jewelry and wine salt to the United States. The company already sent its first batch to Iowa in September. Founder Tamar Abuladze told about it with TV program Women's Narrative. The opportunity across after Wine Diamond's participation in the Open World program, during which the team traveled to the USA in June and established connections with local businesses. We recently received a letter and are preparing to export both our wine jewelry and wine salt, which we produce exclusively. By doing this, we emphasize that wine is not only a drink, it can also be used in jewelry and food, Abuladze said. The first shipment will include around 100 bottles of wine salt and 400 pieces of jewelry. The products will be sold in an American store specializing in handmade goods and unique foods from around the world. According to Abuladze, U.S. partners valued the uniqueness and ecological character of the items, characteristics highly important to American customers. Abuladze also explained that export pricing will be about 30% higher than in Georgia, reflecting U.S. tariffs and transportation costs. Foreign customers value handmade items and expect them to be priced accordingly. If such items are too cheap, they simply don't trust them, she added. Wine Diamond transforms wine crystals into accessories and food products, creating a niche for Georgian wine culture beyond the traditional bottle. Georgian skincare brand Elma, known for its focus on men's cosmetics, is planning to launch its own stand in Gldani Mall by the end of 2025. Founder Mako Makharoblidze told BMDG that the move has been part of the company's long-term strategy, but the lack of available space in the mall delayed the process. The brand is currently awaiting the release of a suitable location, aiming to secure a spot on the first floor. Makharoblidze emphasized that representation in Gldani Mall is a priority. Malls are so crowded that it's quite difficult to find free space. We had a recent meeting with a representative of Gldani Mall and are now waiting for feedback, she said. The brand views the stand as an important step in increasing accessibility to its products and strengthening its presence in Tbilisi. Currently, 90% of Elma's products are men's hair care items, while the company has plans to expand its women's line, introduce new offerings. The products are sold in the branches of the pharmacy chains in Tbilisi. Plans to expand to Batumi have been temporarily postponed due to the resource limitation. The brand also intends to participate in the annual New Year exhibition sale in Karvasla, a key platform for direct-to-consumer engagement. Regarding pricing, Makharoblidze noted a slight increase of about 5%, not due to raw material costs but to packaging expenses. Despite market challenges and infrastructure limitation, Elma aims to broaden its reach and provide quality personal care products to a wider audience, reinforcing its position in the local cosmetic market. Georgian winery Chelti has opened a new distribution hub in China, strengthening its presence in the Asia market. The company's commercial director, Anna Miryanashvili, shared the news during BMG TV's Women's Narrative. According to Miryanashvili, Chelti has officially established its own company in China and secured local imports and distribution licenses, a move that will significantly update operations and enhance the brand's competitiveness in the region. Until now, we only had distribution hub in Germany, which supplied our wines to the European market. Now, with the Chinese hub, we can respond to Asia market demands more flexibly and increase sales, she said. The company emphasized that doing business in China requires a detailed approach and strong collaboration with local partners. We have a partner there who has been working in the Chinese market for years and helps us with sales and distribution. The Chinese market is very specific, and operating from Georgia alone would be temporarily challenging without local presentation, Miryanashvili noted. With the launch of new hub, Chelti aims to deepen its reach in Asia while continuing to build on its reputation in Europe through its existing Georgian hub.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.